This is the story of a woman whose grace, wisdom, and visionary leadership redefined an era. Queen Seondeok of Silla, Korea's first female sovereign. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss witnessing the beauty, style, and brilliance of one of history's most iconic women. Long before the modern waves of feminism, there lived women who dared to lead, inspire, and rule against all odds. Queen Seondeok, born around 606 AD, was not only a political pioneer as the first female ruler of Korea's Silla kingdom, but also a beacon of aesthetic sophistication and cultural flourishing. Imagine an era where kingdoms rose and fell based on cunning strategy, alliances, and the fortitude of their rulers. Amid these turbulent times, a woman ascended the throne, not by chance, but by merit. Queen Seondeok was born Princess Daeokman, the daughter of King Jinpyong. Even in her youth, she was known for her sharp intellect and an almost otherworldly wisdom. Legend has it that when a foreign monarch sent King Jinpyong a gift of peony seeds, paired with a painting of the flowers but without roots, young Daeokman immediately understood its meaning. She reportedly remarked that although the flowers were beautiful, they had no fragrance, symbolizing a kingdom whose beauty would not endure. Her keen perception left the court in awe, and it was a harbinger of the formidable queen she would become. In 632 AD, she ascended the throne in an unprecedented move, defying the conventions of a male-dominated lineage. She had inherited a fractured kingdom, embroiled in unrest, plagued by external threats, and divided internally. But Queen Seondeok didn't waver. Her acumen wasn't confined to the throne room. It extended to the realm of nature, culture, and spirituality. In a time of war and chaos, she cultivated an empire of enlightenment. Let's pause here to imagine the queen's aesthetic persona. She has been described as extraordinarily graceful, with a timeless beauty deeply intertwined with the elegance of the Silla kingdom. Her beauty was not limited to appearances. It radiated through her intellect and compassion. She wore the traditional hanbok, a flowing and vibrantly colored garment adorned with intricate embroidery representing the harmony of nature. Her jewelry, made from gold and jade, was not just ornamental, but a symbol of divine authority. One can picture her hands gracefully raised, issuing edicts that would change the course of history while exuding unmatched elegance. Her eyes, sharp yet kind, mirrored the wisdom of an empress who understood both the chaos and beauty of human existence. She is best remembered for her contributions to Buddhism, which became deeply rooted in Silla culture under her reign. It wasn't merely a religion in her time, it was the foundation of art, architecture, and moral philosophy. Queen Seondeok commissioned the construction of temples, including the magnificent Hwangryongsa Temple, one of the tallest wooden buildings ever constructed in East Asia at the time. These monuments weren't just architectural feats. They were imbued with her vision of harmony, peace, and spiritual awakening. Her reign brought a flowering of artistic expression that showcased the distinct aesthetics of Silla in music, literature, and visual arts. But her legacy isn't merely defined by beauty and culture. It also lies in her intelligence as a ruler. Queen Seondeok's strategies in protecting her kingdom are legendary. When she learned of an imminent attack from the neighboring Baekje kingdom, she formulated a counter-strategy that exhibited her exceptional foresight and military prowess. Although she relied on advisors, the ultimate tactical decisions bore her mark. It's said that she often disguised her intentions under the guise of modesty, employing a subtle cunning overshadowed by her public persona of grace. One of the most poetic symbols of her legacy is the Gyeomseongdae Observatory, the oldest surviving astronomical observatory in East Asia, built during her reign. Reflect on this. A woman of her era, constructing an observatory that embodied not just an understanding, but a reverence for the celestial. How many rulers could claim such vision? The observatory wasn't merely a scientific instrument. It was a metaphor for her reign, symbolizing enlightenment amid a dark and chaotic era. The beauty of Queen Seondeok wasn't static or confined to a particular dimension. Like the poetry of her time, which celebrated the harmony of heavens and earth, it resonated in her governance, her artistry, and her character. She was the beauty of wisdom, manifesting at a time when such qualities were presumed the domain of men. However, her road wasn't always paved with adulation. Being the first female monarch of her land came at the cost of constant scrutiny. The conservative factions of her court questioned her capability because of her gender. Yet, time and again, Queen Seondeok proved their doubts baseless. Her astuteness knew no bounds. Her policies ensured that the Silla kingdom not only survived, but thrived under her guidance. Queen Seondeok passed away in 647 AD, having ruled for 15 transformative years. Her reign ushered in an era of unprecedented cultural and scientific achievements, leading many to regard her as one of the greatest rulers of Korea. A ruler of unparalleled intellect, an artist of exceptional vision, and a woman of infinite grace, the Queen's impact transcended her time. Today, her legacy remains enshrined in Korean history. Her observatories, temples, and the arts she nurtured remind us of the enduring influence of a sovereign who dared to innovate and inspire despite monumental odds. So, what can we take away from the life of Queen Seondeok? Perhaps it's the idea that beauty, when coupled with wisdom and perseverance, is transformative. She showed the world that a woman's grace and intellect could blend seamlessly to challenge norms, redefine leadership, and create a legacy for the ages. As you think of her today, picture an empress in flowing hanbok, her hands crafting a brighter vision for tomorrow, shaping not just a kingdom, but the course of history itself. And let her story serve as a gentle yet powerful reminder. Beauty is not just what we see, it is what we create, nurture, and leave behind for generations to marvel at. This is the majestic allure of Queen Seondeok, a ruler, a visionary, a timeless beauty.